Thanks for the support as a channel member, Aaron Bick. Boys and girls, loads of housekeeping stuff to get through today, so I'll be quick. It is the final chance today to become a free channel member of the channel if you're a YouTube Premium subscriber. So click down on the join button if you're a YouTube Premium member. You have to be in certain countries. UK and Ireland are both in the certain countries. Click the join button. If it says you can join for free, I'd really appreciate if you clicked. If it doesn't say that, you're probably in one of the other countries, so don't worry about it. But yeah, that's today. That's why I've got to squeeze that in. Housekeeping point number 2. As of tomorrow, release schedule on the channel changes. Rather than videos out at 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. UK time, they're now going to be out at 11 a.m. and 4 p.m. UK time. Bourne is going to be in the 4 p.m. slot for the time being. So those of you, wherever you are in the world, basically, tomorrow's Bourne video will be out 3 hours earlier than you would normally expect it to be. But make sure you are on the channel at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning if you can be, because something very new and very exciting is starting. Hello and welcome to part 103 of Bourne Again. I'm Kevin. Coming up on today's episode, we have 2 Premier League games for you. We're away against Norwich. We're at home against Wolves. We're charging towards the halfway point, not of the season, but of our points target, our 40 points target. Since you were last with me, we've picked up 2 more wins. We've beaten Brighton thanks to a fantastic hat-trick from Mitas Cernajaki, who is very much becoming our absolute superstar. We also managed to get a draw against Everton. We did get a thumping against Manchester City, but replied in style with a 3-0 win over Watford. So as we enter December, and we're 9th in the league, 13 games played, so only about a third of the season gone, but we're already almost halfway towards our points target of 18. But most exciting of all, Cernajaki is the Premier League's top scorer with 7 goals. He's got the highest average rating in the Premier League, the second highest on 7.48. This guy's 20 years old. He is a 5-star player. He is a proper wonderkid. I'm not just calling him a wonderkid. It says wonderkid on there. There's not a chance we keep this boy long term. But if we can, oh my word, we've got a player on our hands. 13 games played, 7 goals scored, 4 assists, 2 man of the matches, a 7.48. He's only just moved to the UK. He only speaks basic English at the moment. This guy is going to be a good footballer. He already is a good footballer, but imagine how good he can get. I did not expect at any point this season to have the Premier League's top scorer in our team, but currently we do, and that is awesome. This is the team that we're going to be putting out there for the Norwich game. Of course, Cernajaki very much a part of it, but this is the rest of the team. We've got Sir Alan Hardy in goal. He's not lost his place since he won it back on the 3rd game of the season. Sir Alan Hardy has been ever-present. Stančić is just going to have to wait. A back four of Congney, Cruz, Reed and Ansong. We've had quite a long-term injury to Vitor Hugo, who's been out at least since the last episode. Was he in the last episode? I don't remember if he was available in that last episode, but today we've also got Quero missing through a suspension as well. So quite a thrown together defence. Cruz, I've already decided, is not a Premier League player. We've got some new defenders coming in January that I'll show you probably in the next episode now. But we had that £30 million to spend, and I've pretty much spent it. One of which I can show. Mira is joining permanently. That's one piece of transfer business. We've done that. It's a £8 million deal, I think. But at 22 years old, he's come straight into the team. He's a good player. He's part of the setup here. So we want to sign him permanently, and we are. So he's coming in permanently. But we are going to bring in a defender or 2 as well. But Congney, Cruz, Reed and Ansong today at the back. Arnautovic and Mira in midfield. Can't sign Arnautovic permanently. Have tried. Minic, Ruiz and then Cernajaki supporting Gomez up front. Let's get into the game. Gomez is slowly but surely starting to look better as well. Remember, Gomez is taking a more normal trajectory into a new team, similar to Ruiz and Minic. I am expecting good things from all of them once they're settled in, once they've got some mates, once they can speak the language. You can't expect everybody to explode onto the scene the way Cernajaki has, but I love the fact that we've got one who has. And he is the first wonder kid we've had in the entire series. When you count the sort of preliminary episodes as well, we're about 130, 140 episodes into this series. We've had, 15, 16 years in. we're in the Premier League for the first time and we have a real wonder kid. And look at the state of him. Look at him. Oh, do we even keep him to the end of the season? Surely someone's going to take him off us in January. In real life, a big Premier League club, look at him. See that he's young. See that he's this is his first time ever playing at this level. See the impact he's made. He goes to a Big Four Premier League club in January, in reality, surely. He doesn't stick with us for the season. He's got an £80 million release clause. I don't expect to sell him for £80 million, but imagine the difference it would make for the club if we got even half of that. Imagine the difference it would make to the club if we didn't sell him. Whatever outcome, really, with Cernajacki, we're onto a good thing here. We've either got a star player for years to come or a huge pile of cash coming in that we can use to go and try and find another 3 or 4 like him. Not that there probably are 3 or 4 out there like him because he's that good. Right, long throw, falls to Arnautovic eventually, who gives it to Cruz. Cruz finds Cogney on this left-hand side, who's going to try and get a crossover. He does exactly that, looking for Cernajacki, but can't find him. And it comes all the way back to Mira, who just plays it to Ansong. And we're just calmly letting everybody get back into their positions before working it forward again, this time through Mira, back to Reed. Cernajacki's now dropped the... Ansong's gone on the overlap, if anyone can spot him, but Reed has decided to go safety first, all the way back to Sir Alan Hardy. And then Cruz tries down this side, finding Minich, who couldn't get past his man. Cogney was getting ready for the overlap, so we need to be careful that we don't get caught out here. Luckily, Norwich taking their time to get the ball moving forward again. They've now switched it to the other side, where we've got Cernajacki and Ansong trying to defend. The header comes in anyway, but Sir Alan Hardy had it covered all the way, and it goes out for a goal kick. Right, long throw, this time from Ansong. We know he's got a good long throw on him. Cruz flicks on, it's bobbling around in the area, and Arnautovic really should be finishing that. I think he's gone down as Arnautovic being offside, but he looked unmarked in the penalty area. Would have expected him to at least get a shot away. What a free kick from Minich. That was sensational. That's from so far out. Hits the post. The keeper doesn't know where the ball is, and Ruiz is there for the easiest of tap-ins for his second goal for the club. But this is a long, long way out. The curl and the dip on that ruins the keeper, and Ruiz is there on the 33-minute mark to make it 1-0 to Bourne. And now Cogney with the long throw looking for Mira. Cogney's been training his long throws because we want that as a weapon from both sides. We're going for every edge to try and keep us in the Premier League, and the long throws, they just wreak havoc. It's like teams don't know how to defend against them in the Premier League. Someone said to me, yeah, they'll be effective in the Championship, but in the Premier League they won't be, but I'm finding the opposite is true. It wasn't that much of a thing in the Championship. We scored a few goals from it, which we saw in videos, but it wasn't a constant goal threat. But in the Premier League, these defenders, it's like they just don't know how to cope with it. And it just causes havoc in the penalty areas. Gomez now, lovely turn from Gomez, forces a save out of their keeper, and now it's time for the corner. And we've got the big men forward, Cernajacki to take the corner. It's an in-swinger, and Arnautovic is there, the biggest of the big men at the moment. We do have another big defender coming in January. It's not Kalic, couldn't get him either. But we have someone of similar stature. Cernajacki heads forward to Gomez. Gomez now with the effort on goal, and their keeper makes the save again. We've had 4 clear-cut chances, 1 half chance. We've hit the woodwork. Yes, we've played well, but goodness me, we should be 2 or 3-0 up at least. At least. And it's a little bit of a worry that we might have left the door ajar for Norwich to sneak back in this second half, because this isn't a terrible Norwich side. They're up in the top half of the table with us, and they'll have probably had some half-time words and will come out for this second half rather keen to make sure that they don't lose this match. But we've hit the hour mark. They've now brought on a wonder kid. There's wonder kids all over the place on this pitch. Good. I thought we were the ones with the wonder kid. Right, Gomez is going to come off. Lahif will come on for him. Mira not having a great time today after I've signed him permanently, so a Parasido can come on for him. You can see we're struggling a little bit on the bench when we've got Regulus and Amlang both there as youngsters. I mean, I know a lot of you are going to say, Kev, Amlang, you got to play Amlang. He's I have a little bit, and he's not scored goals, so that's why he's not completely in the team. Leonardo's going to come on for Cernajacki now. Cernajacki not quite looking as good as he has today. Maybe I built him up a little bit too far. That game he scored the hat-trick in, he was absolutely phenomenal. But, he's 20. He's going to be a little bit inconsistent initially, and there's the equaliser that I said it might come. There's a little bit, I don't know, I don't want to call it naivety, but naivety might even be the right word for it. We've absolutely dominated 75, 80 minutes of this game, but not taken our chances. And because of that, despite deserving to be 2 or 3 goals ahead, we're going into the final 10 minutes at 1-1, knowing that Norwich have got the momentum. We've taken our best player off, and if anyone's going to win this game now, you'd probably put money on Norwich at this point. Although I thought we had a break there. Leonardo kind of checked his run, but then wins the ball back anyway. It's Leonardo racing forward. He's got options ahead of him. He's come in field, which was probably the wrong decision. I would have stayed wide and then looked to drill a crossover for Lahif, but he's decided to come in field and kind of lost his way a little bit. Ruiz now with the opportunity to attack down the other flank, though, plays it into Congney. There's your cross. There's Lahif. Is he offside? I think he might be. I think he is. He's offside. I want to see the replay of that, because that looked close, because that cross was hit early. Congney isn't thinking about this. He's miles off. Absolutely miles off. Lahif knows better than that. The amount of goals he scored last year, he should be able to keep himself onside. That was telegraphed that cross was coming in. And, well, yeah, I'm going to say unlucky. I think we deserved the 3 points there. And I hope at the end of the season, we don't get relegated by a point, because I think we've definitely dropped 2 there. Just the one change for the Wolves game then. Quero is back from his suspension, so he comes back in at the back alongside Reed. Quero is a bit of a mystery to me, because I signed him to play as a centre-back. Turns out his natural position is to be a libero. I'm not going to play with 3 at the back, and I've never had a natural sweeper, ever. I'd have to do something properly fancy to decide to use him. So on that basis, he's quite good as a right back, which I guess is where I've been playing him, but he's not really natural or comfortable in any of these positions. I think I'll leave him as that one, but I can't play him. I mean, if we move him to there, he'll be well away. Look, loving life doing that, but then it leaves us with a little bit of a gap. So he's going to have to go over there and just accept that that's where we're going to have him play until it's something to bear in mind if we decide to go 3 at the back mid-game at some point to try and defend a lead. It's an option that we've got, someone who can naturally sit in the middle of the 3 there and have a lovely time. To me, if he can naturally be a libero, surely he'd naturally be able to be a defensive midfielder as well, but that wasn't on his positions list, I don't think. It's like that thing where you get someone who's a natural left midfielder, but whoa, can't play left wing, or a natural right back. Right wing back? No idea. Lovely little quirks of Football Manager. Cernajacki with the cross to Ruiz, and it's a good save from the Wolves keeper, but Cernajacki looking dangerous again early on in this game. I'm hoping he's going to give us another special performance like in the Watford game a few games ago, so you can see him. It is absolute ruining teams' best, but perhaps he's another camera shy lad. We seem to have accumulated a few of them throughout this series, and Wolves are hovering around the edge of our area here, with old man Phil Foden. I mean, it's 2034 and Phil Foden's still knocking around in the Premier League, and we've just gone a goal down. 7 minutes in, and I mean, they're above us in the league. It's not a disaster to lose against the likes of Wolves, but I'll level with you. I came into this episode looking at the 2 fixtures we had to play, thinking it wouldn't be ridiculous to think we could get 6 points from this episode. Maybe getting a little bit ahead of myself, but we'd been in reasonable form. It would have gone a long way towards helping secure safety for us, which is still our only goal for this season, is to stay in the Premier League. So we can't lose too many games or it starts to affect confidence and stuff. But even if we can get a draw in this, it gets us to the halfway point points-wise, because we're aiming for 40 points for the season. 20 points, 15 games in would be fantastic. 22 points would be even better if we can find a way to grab a win. Jackie wins the ball back on this right-hand side, and he's just running at Wolves defenders. It falls to Ruiz, who hits the underside of the crossbar. He's had a couple of good opportunities already today, both created by Jackie, but neither of them have ended up in the back of the net. So I think what we're going to do is just ask for a little bit of passion. 10 minutes of passion, please. They've been calmed down. I'm trying to whip my boys up. Passionate boys versus calm boys. Easy win for the passionate boys. Jackie's flitting between frustrated and furious, probably because he's surrounded by a bunch of numbskulls. Ansong on the same side is also frustrated. So maybe Wolves' left wing is really good, and it's frustrating our right-hand side. But they're, of course, both quite young and both very talented as well. Ansong's got talent for days. He's just not really fulfilling the ridiculous potential that he's got, but he's been linked with big money moves to big clubs for as long as he's been with us, and we've always kind of just priced him out of it. And Wolves are in again for a second goal, and they have both come down this right hand side of ours. Cross come over, tucked away. I mean, I want to say it was coming, but it hasn't. I don't want to say it was coming because that means we've not been playing very well, but I don't think it has been coming. I don't think they deserve to be 2 goals up. But now they have a throw and the opportunity to go 3 up before half-time as they're attacking again. And looking at those stats, I don't really know what's happening, because it's not like they're dominating the game. They don't seem any better than us. I guess what they've got that we haven't got, and it is something that we need to work on getting, and we're not going to get any time soon because of money and stuff. They've clearly got some finishers up front, whereas Gomez doesn't seem to be that. Lahif doesn't seem to be able to do it in the Premier League. Amlang might be that guy. Maybe. But I can't play him ahead of who we've got ahead of him, surely. Oh, right. Ansong with the long throw. These are usually fun. Long throw. Oh, see, their keeper's just dealt with it. That's no good. If keepers are going to start dealing with our long throws, then we're in trouble, because normally, like I said before, it's absolute chaos, and there was no chaos there, and I don't care for it. Wolves just attacking us again. This feels like the Stoke game all over again from the second game of the season, where we look like a team from a lower division playing against the big boys. It's like when the year 8 team take on the full school team at school just to see what happens. And obviously, it doesn't matter how good the year 8s are. They might have won the Peterborough Schools Cup year 8 category. They might be the best team you've ever had, but put them up against the year 11s and this will happen. And that's what's happening here. Right. I think we just have to write this one off as a bad job, because Wolves just look too good for us. Even though I'm basing it purely on what I'm seeing on the pitch, because stats-wise they don't at all. There's been nothing special about them. It's that horrible feeling you get as a smaller club that they haven't really had to get out of second gear. We're going to just swap the players. We're going to make a triple substitution. I think we might bring Lahif. You know what? Let's bring Amlang on, because we'd keep trying Lahif. Let's give Amlang 25 minutes and just see if maybe he is the answer. Let's show some passion. We may as well try him in games like this where the game's already gone, but Amlang might grab a couple of goals here and make a case for starting the next game and maybe being that goal scorer that we're looking for. Cruz, ball forward, looking for Amlang. Can't find him, but Amlang intercepts there. Jackie skips past his man, and Jackie and Amlang together is going to be dangerous. And there's Minic with a goal back. Probably just a consolation goal, but you never know with this front two of Jackie and Amlang. Who knows what they can conjure up between the two of them, because they've combined really well there. Interesting. Minic did really well to tuck that away as well. He's slowly but surely starting to come to life. Right, let's demand more, because we're 3-1 down at home. I don't think it's unreasonable to demand more. Go attacking and then demand more. Let's see if we can grab... If we score here, this gets interesting. Congney with the long throw. Minic has hit the post there, I think. Or if that goes in, then Wolves have got a very stressful last 5 minutes ahead of them. As it is, no. And... I mean, there's the case for Amlang's not ready to start yet, because he was involved in one move in 25 minutes. And other than that, we've not seen anything of him at all. So he's not the answer. But we're not going to, like I say, we're not going to find the answer. We need one of all three of our strikers are young. So we need one of them to just step up a level. We need somebody to do a Mick Powell. That's what we're looking for. And hopefully it happens over the second half of this season. Otherwise, there's going to be more and more games like that one. I guess the positive to take out of it is we are still comfortably mid-table. We're still likely to hit 20 points before the halfway point of the season, which is well on target. So we can't complain. But like I said, I did look at those two fixtures thinking there's points in this for us. And apparently there wasn't. If you've enjoyed that, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. And thank you very much for watching.